What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about two dudes, booze, Japan, and the news. And this is episode number 688, and yes, Tom and Jeremy is not here. I'm all by myself. Just podcasting, kind of all by myself. I feel lonely, though, because actually today, faders, I am sober. I'm completely sober. I'm drinking hot coffee. And, well, coffee water at this point. But, yeah, I had to get a little refill because the first part of the show, it Titanicked in the wrong kind of way to use the word Titanic. Or the right kind of way to use the word Titanic. I don't know. It went down. It went down south. It went bad. So, anyway,
it did what it was supposed to do.
Yes. I blame furry little creatures. And wives. But, anyway... yes, we're here and we're doing the show. And speaking of being here, I am so happy, faders. We are so very lucky because once again, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the king of comedy in Tokyo, Japan. We have Dominic Early here with us, man. Thank you so much for being on the show
Thank you for having me back, dude. Seriously, thank you for having me back.
Yeah, dude.
It was fun last time.
Dude, last time was a blast.
I got faded.
Definitely.
Got faded.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, God. That episode was very popular, by the way.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
that was a
cool.
really, really great episode.
Right on.
Yeah, that was a really fun show. And after the show, we hung out for 2-3 hours drinking streeters.
Yeah.
Wow, that was awesome. That was the most beautiful weather. We're like, let's not go to a bar. Let's just drink on the street.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, dude, this is great. Yeah.
It's safe here. Nobody will rob you.
Well, it was
bother you.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
In this neighborhood, everybody's sleeping. But yeah. But speaking of neighborhoods, right now we're in the Nakame studio here, a.k.a. my sofa. And yes, we're not at karaoke. Right now it's the cherry blossom season. And how many people do you think were at the station?
God, everybody and their mama. When I walked out... The security guards, or the train station staff were guiding you through certain gates. I've already been drinking earlier. Sorry.
It happens. Don't worry. It's part of the show.
Yeah. No. So give me a number, 150.
150,000 people? Yeah, probably.
It could be that. Yeah, it could be that.
Dude, it was crazy. Yeah, it was really, really crazy. When I showed up, I was like, we are definitely not going to karaoke tonight. There is no way. Karaoke is going to be booked for the next week.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, this neighborhood, all neighborhoods get crazy because of the cherry blossoms, but this neighborhood's in a lot of tourist books and tourist websites or whatever. Yeah. It's the ideal place to go. It's so romantic. So everybody and their mother just comes here, and it's great. Everybody and their girlfriend and wife comes here. Significant other. And love was in the air. It's just couple. And you were a little late, so I went grocery shopping. So I got a couple of groceries. That's what I did. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm hilarious when I don't drink. At least I try to be. When I don't drink, it's more effort. I'm like, hey, will this joke work? I don't know.
Yeah, let me try to set this up and see how...
Yeah, I bomb.
Let me rack them up.
I bomb. I'm funny online, but there's no way I could do what you do, man. I really respect, going on stage in front of a bunch of people. I've done Got Faded Japan live twice, and I had to be at least 6 beers deep to do so. I was like, there's no way. I mean, there's 5 people in front of me. This is embarrassing. Oh my God, yeah. I mean, you fill up whole clubs and stuff and do stand-up comedy. Yeah, I mean, that's hats off to you, my friend.
Thank you.
So, Dominic, you haven't been here in 6 months? Almost 8 months or so?
About that, because this was back in the fall. Nah, summer.
Yeah. The weather was great.
The weather was nice. It was summer.
It might have been a full year. No,
it hasn't been a year.
10. Well, anyway, it's been too long. Yeah. And in that time, what have you been up to, man?
I've been the Johnny Appleseed of open mics.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, because there's not enough comedians. There, you heard it here on Got Faded Japan. It's not enough comedians. If you've been thinking about doing comedy, come to an open mic. One of mine, preferably, but just come to an open mic. Pretty much, the pool isn't very big to begin with. Mm-hmm. And like people have been kind of funneling out. And realistically, it probably would take you maybe 2 or 3 months to even be able to possibly do a show. And that sounds really terrible because it really should take longer. But it's just that's how thin it is kind of right now. So anyway, the point is I'm kind of on a mission to open up open mics because we need more comedians. Point blank. Period.
Wow, dude. So it's like kind of like a lot of the industries here, which are kind of like for international people. It's like it was a revolving door.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
English schools, DJs. I guess in this case, comedians, artists. You know, I deal with artists, and they come and go. I mean, as fast as the wind as well. So yeah, that's gonna be really tough. I can recommend my co-host Tom, who's done a couple of open mics way back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's a storyteller, and. Yeah, speaking of 6 beers deep, he'll probably get about 6 beers deep, go up on stage, be like, I'm going to tell you the story about Fido, the 2-butthole dog. And he'll be like, what? And fasten your seatbelts. He's got a couple of really good stories. And actually, his stories are pretty impressive. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, he's lived a full life. Okay. So, yeah, that could be kind of cool. So I'm going to recommend him to show up at one of your shows.
Please do. I would like to see that 2-asshole dog.
He won't bring it with him.
Oh, man.
He'll tell you all about it, though.
Okay.
Yeah, after 6 beers, that guy will tell you anything.
Oh,
but
shucks.
no, geez. Yeah, well, we all have the internet.
Yeah.
You can see anything there. If you can think it, it's there.
Dude, with AI stuff now, you can make any damn thing.
You know what I did with AI?
What?
I told AI about Got Faded Japan. I was like, all right, if I wanted to do a show about living in Japan, about the news and drinking, what should the name be? And it was like, Got Faded Japan. I was like, nailed it. Thanks, AI. You're just as smart as me. That's not true, but I wish I was. I probably have a way better name than Got Faded Japan, you know? It's like, how come there's 2 dudes? How about 4 dudes? I'm like, yes. Yeah. 4 is an even number.
Yeah, 4 guys in a room.
Yeah.
In front of a microphone.
Yeah. Well, it's usually 3, but 4 I think is not a good magic number. AI, you suck.
Yeah.
Hypothetical AI, you totally suck. Yeah. So let's see. How can somebody, like, let's just say somebody's like going to come to Japan.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe they're going to move here. Or they want to stay for a couple of weeks, and maybe they want to give like stand up a try.
Yeah.
What should they do?
Come to an open mic. There's a couple organizers here. I'm one. There's also they don't go by Stand Up Tokyo anymore. They go by Tokyo Comedy Bar. You can go there.
Oh, they changed the name.
The group is still the group. They have the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's the same thing. But pretty much the bar is kind of what they go by.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that place is popular. I see them online every so often, you know, like some of their shows. And it's like completely sold out where there's like people in the back standing,
you
know?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That definitely means that the comedy scene is healthy here. It's just like, I guess there's not enough comedians at this point.
Yeah, it's that, and it's... Honestly, it's like a little bit like Wild West right now.
Is that a good thing?
That is the question. Okay. Well, like, I'll say that's a good thing in regards to you can kind of make your own way if you're of that sort. I am
aggressive.
Yes.
You know, like a go-getter.
Yes.
Like somebody that's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to fucking make it happen.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Really just going to take a little bit while for it to shake out a little bit. I think COVID put everything on hold.
Yeah, that's true.
And now you're kind of getting like a buildup of everything. Because I'm seeing this segue is going to be really random, but like I'm seeing Mexican food all over the damn place now.
Really?
Yes.
Like restaurants?
Yes.
There's only like 2 good ones that I know of.
There's one of my favorite places is all the way in OG. It's called Rocco's. I think it's Rocco's California Mexican food, something like that. It's the only burrito that I've had here that tastes like it exactly what it will taste like back home.
Have you been to Junkadelic in Ekameguro?
No, I have not been there.
We are going there.
Okay.
And we're going to get margaritas.
Okay.
They make them in Baja. Baja's another Mexican place that has amazing margaritas.
Okay.
But Junkadelic, a little pricey, but god damn, dude, their burritos are really fucking good.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you got to pay for it, but it's just like, dude, they are really good.
Okay.
Like, when I think of them, my mouth starts watering.
Okay. Damn. All right. Shit, well.
Easy, Junkadelic. It's more of a Northern California skateboarder kind of like a Mexican restaurant.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, it's got that kind of vibe, but I mean, which is cool. I'm down with it. I'm wearing a DC shirt, for goodness sakes. You know? I gotta fit the bill if somebody's gonna like that place. But yeah, I mean, they're good. They're really good. Margaritas are strong too. I mean, you gotta ask, you gotta be like, soy. Soy means strong. You're like, can you make it a little stronger? They're like, yeah, no problem. And then you get it, you're like, perfect.
Okay, we gotta go then. We gotta go.
We definitely are gonna go. We're gonna go.
Okay.
We're gonna go. That's gonna be awesome.
So just pretty much it's like for anybody that's a go-getter, have that kind of spirit. Mm-hmm. There's niches that you can carve your way in right now. I don't know why. I'm assuming because the whole Corona kind of build-up kind of put a lot of things on hold, and you're just kind of getting a different type of foreigner here now.
I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah. So pretty much, there's not enough comedians. It's kind of like the Wild West right now. If you're interested, if you're coming to Japan, you're interested in doing open mics, you could find me. You go to Tokyo Comedy Bar. There's another group, Tokyo Comedy Underground. They do an open mic on Wednesdays. And in Titans, in Otsuka, open mics are coming back there on Wednesdays.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And before Corona, I would say maybe every month there's a heavy hitter that was coming to Japan. I mean, Chappelle came, Tom Green came. I mean, a lot of great guys came to Japan to perform. Is that coming back now? Do you see anybody on the horizon coming?
It is. Tokyo Comedy Bar is bringing quite a few guys in.
Really?
Yeah. If anybody knows, Neil Hamburger is coming next Thursday. I saw Tim Key there. Ron Josol was just here, but he was doing bass gigs, and he also did I think 1 or 2 shows there. There's more people coming through.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. And then Jim Jeffries came back in December.
Wow. Okay.
What's his name? Nigel Ning, I think. I'm thinking Uncle Roger, the guy that does Uncle Roger. If anybody's watching this and from YouTube, Singaporean, guy's actually funny. He's really funny. But he was here, I think, back around November. So they're coming. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if it's kind of like with music. I don't know. But it's with old bands. I'm assuming they view Japan as money.
I think a lot of people that come to Japan to tour think of it as money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think so. I mean, we're beginning to see it now. More. So yeah. So more big hitters are coming through.
But there's an audience for the big hitters. Back in the day when anybody came, I mean, geez. Oh, dude. I had Tom Green on the show, and I had Brooke Kreischer on the show.
Okay.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck. Really? Sorry if I'm cursing.
No, you can curse. It's okay. It's Cafe de Japan. We're drinking. You can say anything. But yeah, I had Tom Green on the show. I had Burt Kreischer on the show. I had a couple other guys that were on the show. And so and when they came, Burt Kreischer, he didn't do comedy when he came to Japan. He was actually working for the Travel Channel.
Okay.
And so, and that's how we got to know each other. And anyway, so I had him on the show then, and that's like right when his Machine special dropped, like right before that.
Okay.
And then he blew up and stuff. I don't even think he has the same email. You know, if I send him a message, it's at bkreischer at Yahoo.
It goes into the ether.
That's not it. That's not it. You can try it though. But yeah, I don't think if I'm like, hey Bert, remember me from like 3 years ago? Hey, want to be on Got Faded Japan again? Actually, you'd probably do it. He's a really nice guy. That guy, I mean, he's like one of the guys that when you meet him, he's exactly the person who you think he's going to be.
Okay, that's okay.
He's super cool. Tom Green is too. Tom Green's a great guy.
Okay, awesome. Because like some people switch up for whatever reason.
Yeah, like me. I'm never this nice. You meet me never this nice. You meet me on the street, and I'm like a tough guy. Yeah, that's right.
No, you meet me on the street, I'm just like,
I'm just joking. I'm not a tough guy. Look how big my hands are.
My hands are not very big either.
What are you talking about? Your hands are twice the size of my hand.
Well, maybe.
Look at that. I've got like. Have you seen the movie Chucky? Child's Play.
Yeah.
I've got Chucky hands.
Because all that precision, Chucky was nice with that knife.
Well, I'm nice at holding a beer bottle. That's what I can do. Yeah, that's that and a paintbrush, I guess. Yeah. But anyway, so. Well, that's awesome that the Tokyo scene is definitely blowing up. And another question is, like, I mean, actually bringing up bands, like when somebody does come here, can they tour? Like, let's just say like a B-lister or a C-lister from like the States or Europe comes to Japan, and they come to Tokyo. I'm sure they could do a couple of clubs in Tokyo, but can they go to Osaka or Fukuoka? I'm sure Yokohama is no problem with the military bases there, but can they travel around and do stuff like that, like stand up?
They can. They'll essentially need to find somebody that's kind of like a fixer. I know someone. I don't know if they want their name out there, so I'm not going to say their name. Mm-hmm. But when Ron Jasol came, they was facilitating that with the military bases.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, military bases, they pay.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. Yeah, hook me up with that guy. I'll paint your portraits for $1. Yes. Wow, that's awesome. What about like local Tokyo guys? I mean, can you guys like tour? Like, I know my co-host Jeremy. He's got this bar in Fukuoka called 8 Stars American Bar. Okay. And I think they have like a stand-up night, and they do a lot of really great stuff over there. That's really cool. So I know in Fukuoka there's one place, but I mean, do you guys are you guys able to tour it around, or is that not a thing? Just because the scene is a little bit tight knit or small?
It's not really a thing.
It should be a thing. There's a lot of people in Osaka.
It should be like I know.
I could probably hook that up now that I think about it.
It's one place I know. ROR. I'm not because I've never even been to Osaka. I've been here.
Yeah, I've never been to Osaka.
No, I've been here. I hate traveling. I hate it.
Osaka's like
I hate it.
It's so close though.
I hate it. I hate going. I hate going to Chiba.
No, well, Chiba's great for the barbecues and barbecues, beaches. Mountains and
Magari Messi is okay.
Disneyland. Yes.
Disney,
that's it. Four things. Chiba's good.
Yeah, but I hate traveling. So like I've never been to Osaka. So the comedy club I believe is ROR. That's in Osaka. Fukuoka. I don't know about Fukuoka, but Yuki Neves. She just recently did a show down in Fukuoka. A couple shows down in Fukuoka. And everywhere else I don't really, honestly, I don't know. I don't think, but I could be wrong. But I don't think there's anything. Pretty much here's kind of the deal. Like, it's the Wild West. So you have to have that entrepreneurial spirit, I feel, to kind of carve your own way. If you want to make something happen, it's really on you to kind of manage it. And that's pretty much it. It's like...
That's how I roll.
Yeah, it's... Pretty much when I've kind of been lucky. Because I drink a lot. Hey.
Welcome to the show. I'm so embarrassed I'm holding, like, coffee.
No, no, I wish I could be like that right now.
Wait, do you shake too?
Well, I probably will in a week or so. No, so pretty much a lot of the places I go to, once they find out I do stand-up, they actually ask me about it.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, so...
It's actually one of my questions.
Yeah. So I kind of get lucky in that... I get lucky in that regard. But yeah, it's pretty much if you just kind of want to make something happen, and I mean, it's a lot of work. I've been spending more time organizing, honestly, than I have been on my own act. Because I do everything pretty much, for the most part, I do everything by myself. I do the flyers, I do the videos, I do the contact between the bar, restaurant, the contact with the comedians. I'm emceeing. So right now, that's kind of my personal dilemma. It's like I don't have enough time right now to work on my act, per se.
Oh, my God.
But,
dude, preaching to the choir. Preaching to the choir. All the things that I do, I'm exactly the same way. I've got this event coming up right next month. Tokyo Art Tank at Gallery Concealed on from May 8th to May 14th. And I've got 25 artists that I'm booking for the full week. Plus, I'm bringing in one artist from Paris, France. And I did everything. I designed the flyers. I booked all the artists. I'm flying in the artist Jessie Noré from Paris, France. I dealt with all the promotion. I've dealt with everything and anything regarding the lighting and the hanging of the artwork. Getting everything like promoted on like Tokyo Cheapo, Metropolis, Tokyo Gig Guide. Meetups. You know, now I'm working with Airbnb and I'm just doing all this stuff and I'm paying for everything out of my pocket and stuff and hopefully praying to break even, you know, and it's really, really, really tough. It's stressful, but I'll tell you what, man, once like the show starts, then you can kind of like relax a little bit as long as everything's going good, but there is Murphy's Law, so everything does go wrong at the very last minute, and it always does. And but once like the ball starts rolling, and you know, once like everybody starts having a good time, and you can take that second. And what I do is like when everything's happening, I just stop, you know, and I'll have a drink in my hand, and I'll sip it, and I'll look around and be like, nailed it. I did this good. Yeah. And it doesn't always happen that way. But sometimes it does. But man, I can tell you, man, I know exactly what you're talking about. And and when you do get help, you know, like the thing is, it's just like you can't pay help enough to do a good job. Because I mean, if you get your friends on to do something, you know, your friends are like, it's Johnny, I'll do it tomorrow or the next day or a week later or something. And sometimes like things don't get done because, you know, you're depending on your friend who knows you too well. And, or if you do pay somebody, you don't pay them enough. And then they complain that they're not getting paid enough or whatever. And you're just like, oh my God, dude, I'm giving you this much money just to do this. And then you got to take over and then you got to pay them regardless. And and that becomes a headache. So sometimes it's really better just to micromanage everything. And I know people that do art shows and do like music concerts and stuff, and they have a whole crew, and I just don't know how they do it. How do you get all these guys to do all this stuff for you? I have no idea, because I tried and it didn't work. You know, I mean, I got friends that help me out and stuff, of course. You know, I micromanage. If I'm not in control, then I get kind of like weird too. You know,
I realize I'm at my core, I'm authoritarian. I realize that, and recently now I'm trying to let go. Yeah. But still, for my shows, I still kind of got the control over it. Because my thing is, if I give you something, either you need to do it at the same level but faster, or at the same level, the same level but faster, or above my level at the same time. Otherwise, there's no point in me giving it to you.
Fuzzy math, man. Making me... Everybody right now is like... I mean, everybody that's listening to this is drinking. They're like, wait a second.
Yeah, I know.
3 times 4 square.
You want to know what happened? Because I screwed it up when I did the stop. That's what the stop. If I just kept going... that makes sense. So pretty much if I stopped doing it now, I used to do too much, like on some video flyer. Using After Effects, and it would take me like 3 or 4 hours. And something like that, like if I turned over to like a video flyer, do a video flyer for this next show coming up. Yep. Either you have to do the same level, but get it out 2 or 3 days before I could have gotten it out, or it's much better than what I could have done, and it's at my same timing. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, if it's not either one of those two, there's literally no point for me giving it to you. Mm-hmm. Because if you're doing it the same amount of time and it's less quality, I'm not going to be satisfied with it. I'll be like, what the hell? I could have just did that same crappy level. Mm-hmm. To me, it's crappy. But I'm just saying, you see what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That same crappy level, and I could have had it even sooner than my normal timing. Mm-hmm. Or, that's pretty much it. There's no or. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing it much better than me, but it's like 4 or 5 days later, then again, it's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I completely feel you about that, getting people on board to do stuff, and they need to believe. It sounds kind of crazy. They need to believe in you and the mission.
Yeah, you got to be like a cult leader.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to give you Kool-Aid.
Oh, no, unless it's strawberry. Strawberry Kool-Aid's the best. Yeah. No, actually, I'm more of a cherry guy. I haven't had that in a while, but
Cherry's good. Yeah. Tang. I miss Tang.
Orange Tang?
I miss Tang.
Really? Yeah. Really? Whoa! Look at all this. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny, a.k.a. the Spill Tink, the one and only, and today I'm going to make a popsicle painting. I'm really excited to do this. I've got all my paints here. It takes about this much paint to make a popsicle painting, and I've got my 2 other most important ingredients. Very strong hot coffee. Oh, actually, that's not that hot, but still, it's strong coffee. And I've got punk rock music. With these 2 things, nothing could go wrong. All right, with that said, let's rock. Like old American candies and stuff. My sister just visited, and she gave us all sorts of stuff. Like we had Nerds and Sweet Tarts, whatever. They were probably like old Halloween candies that she had in her closet. She's like, it's not even like this shit. Right?
Yeah.
No, but she
give it to him.
Yeah. They don't have sugar in Japan, you know. So she gave us a bunch of candies and stuff.
Diabetes?
And,
what's diabetes in Japan?
It's why I don't have my left leg. Oh man, why is that, dude? Why do people lose their leg when they get diabetes? It's got to be the blood circulation.
That's what is the blood circulation, because I guess the liver's not. The blood sugar's too high. Liver's not functioning enough.
Yeah, it's not processing the sugar or something. But why your legs?
Because the distance from the heart.
Oh, really?
And the gravity is going all the way down. It has to come back up.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. I just thought sugar hate your feet.
Well.
If you ain't walking, you're gonna lose them. I'm telling you this. My name is Sugar. You better start moving or you're fucked.
You better vote. You better vote. Yes, I'm Prop 47.
Oh man,
I'm Sugar.
Diabetes. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And so I was at Harry's and recently, and Harry said the shows that you guys are doing there are just absolutely amazing. Like I saw photos and Harry's is packed.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, really packed, you know? And that's awesome. I think you guys are, if there's not enough comedians, maybe that's a good thing, because that means like the small amount of comedians that are the few amount of comedians that are there. I'm sober, believe it or not. Yep. The few amount of comedians that are there, you guys become more like superstars, you know?
And I don't want that.
You don't want to be a superstar? I want to be a superstar.
No, it's not that. It's like actually part of the problem now. Mm-hmm. And I hope some comedians hear this, actually.
Yeah.
No, it's the other reason why I'm doing trying so hard with the open mics. Mm-hmm. Like there's times where I get like 5 comedians show up. Okay, that's cool. There was one time nobody showed up.
Really?
Yeah. And I know, and I'm giving it, I know it takes time, and I know that's going to happen again. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, I know that from the organizer standpoint, but like I'm working with a bar owner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. So it's like, fortunately, like I said, I've been getting lucky and fortunate. Mm-hmm. But from the bar owner standpoint, I understand it's like, well, what the hell, right?
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
And what it is you form the community at the open mics. You don't form them at the showcases. Mm-hmm. Because at the showcase, you're having an official full audience. You need to concentrate. Like, I hate when people try to talk to me before a showcase. I hate it. Like, don't really talk to me.
You got to get in the zone, right?
Yeah, let me focus. And for better or worse, I mean, I like it. I prefer it. But, like, when I'm hosting my shows, like at Harry's, because I'm organizing it, I have to make sure everybody's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight in your shoulders.
Yeah, so I can't really kind of zone out. But for other people's shows I've been on, like, I'm actually appreciative of that because I don't have to do any of that. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to talk. I really don't want to talk. I don't want you having conversation. I want to focus. Mm-hmm. Like, until after I finish, then I will kind of let loose a little bit. Mm-hmm. But before that, I don't really want distractions. So you can't form a community, really, at the showcases. So with it being so few comedians, what happened is my fear is people will get spoiled with stage time. You form a community at open mics, and I need to see you working on something. But if you don't come to the open mics, like, not just mine, like I sometimes I stop by Tokyo Comedy Bar to their open mics too. Right? I'm not scouting there, but I'm saying, okay,
I'll do that for you. I got your back. Don't worry about it. They don't know me, especially when I wear the hood like this, going down.
No, but it's like I can see, like, okay, you're constantly working on something, and because it's so like, because let me kind of explain. Open mic, you get nothing. You get time. That's it. Literally that. In fact, it costs you money. Not much. Buy a drink at the place. Don't go to a place and not buy a drink. That's disrespectful.
That's insane. You have to buy
a drink.
Yeah, well, actually, you don't have to say that to our crowd. Our crowd's like, buy a drink?
I know.
We usually buy 6.
I know, but
6 is the golden number.
I get, like, I buy, if I'm not drinking, I buy at least 2 or 3 drinks. If I'm not drinking. And I'm drinking them, but I'm not drinking tonight. Right? So an open mic, you know, okay, drink. But drink. But like at a showcase, like, I'm paying you in some form. Either directly cash, or I'm covering your bill. I'm paying you because there's people coming who are paying. I don't want you experimenting on jokes on my shows. Like, I'm paying you, right? And that's kind of where the whole open mic thing come in at. Like, you build a community there. Like, this is where I find out what's going on at the open mics. I don't find it out at a showcase. Not really. generally, because like I said, I'm kind of focused, or if I'm organizing it, which, shit, 4 out of 5 times I'm probably organizing it, I can't, it's too many things I had to deal with.
Yeah.
So that's part of the reason why, too, I'm so big on the open mics. That's the thing. So, like, I'm not really thinking it's a good thing, personally. This is my personal opinion. If you're working at it, then it's a good thing. But if you're only doing an open mic because you have a show coming up, because you've been booked on a showcase, I don't know what to say. Like, because I get it. Like,
they want the practice.
Yeah, but it's like I endeavor. I don't do it, and it's only because like my day job been getting in the way and stuff like life. But I endeavor. The ideal is to write every day, because nobody here is a Super Saiyan of comedy.
How long does it take to get a tight 5?
Depends how fast you write.
Take me forever. I'm a slow typer.
No, it's a lot faster if you come to the open mics. I'm so preaching this right now. So it's so much faster you come to the open mics. It's so much faster if you write every day. Like, this is not my plug. I'm only saying this because I think people
plug away.
No, because I think people get intimidated by the fact of writing. Like, stand-up is writing. It's like when somebody like references Bill Burr or Patrice O'Neill or whatever, like, those guys are like Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan level. Like, they've already did their dues, so of course they don't have to sit there and write every single thing. Right? You need to write. Otherwise.
Joe Rogan, on a past podcast, he said he still writes every day.
Yeah, see, you need to write. Like,
he's like king at this point. Well, I wouldn't say king. He's up there, though.
He's up the upper level. Like, he fills auditoriums,
stadiums.
But still, I mean, there's a big. I mean, he can tour across the U.S. and fill the venues.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, guaranteed. You book Joe Rogan, is going to be full.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, and
so I guess he's a king. He's a king, I guess. But
yeah.
I mean, I don't want to say like one person's like best in the world, because I mean, there's a lot of great comedians out there. Yeah. So. But my point being is, like, even though he's like at that level, he's still writing every day. You know, so you do got to write. You know, I mean, but it's the same thing with any kind of like, I mean,
with paint, you got to paint every day. Every day. It's not.
Yeah, I got a sketchbook. You work in your sketchbook every day. I actually have a couple of sketchbooks. See? You know, I carry 2 different sketchbooks. One for like, well, it doesn't matter. But anyway, you got to do it every day and stuff. I mean, even like before you showed up and stuff, in my studio, I was doing like sketch work. Pretty cool stuff. I should show you. Yeah,
show it to me.
Yeah, it's good after the show. Yeah. But you got to do that. You got to, like, I mean, if you're going to be a weightlifter, you got to go to the gym. You know, I mean, if you're gonna be a musician, you got to play your chords
every day.
Yeah, if you don't do it,
every day.
And the thing is, like, if you don't do it, somebody somewhere is doing it. You know, and they're going to bypass you. Yeah. So even if you're good, somebody's going to get better than you. So you really got to do that. That's what scares me about painting. I'm like, holy shit, dude, I got to do it every day because somebody's going to beat me. Actually, you know, the thing is, for me, I'm more in competition with myself at this point. So but still, I try to do it every day.
Yeah. So the answer the question about the type 5, do those things.
Yeah.
Come to the open mics, write every day. The plug I was going to say was on YouTube. There's a guy called the Joke Doctor. He gives structure. He actually broke it down. I've used some of his stuff recently. Like, nobody's even like I'm obviously not getting fucking paid. I'm all the way in Tokyo, but like, it helped me start writing a lot faster. Some people wait until something happens and then they write about it. Some people, maybe they feel like their writing process isn't tight. That's how I felt for a while. YouTube, look up the Joke Doctor, find his videos. That would be my advice. Because yeah, if you just kind of even just think about it from maybe like a different angle, every guy that has like a late night show, they're all stand-ups originally, right? There's no like Johnny Carson, Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien, Jimmy Kimmel.
Conan O'Brien was a stand-up? I knew he was a writer.
I want to say I don't know if he was a hardcore stand-up, but I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty. This seems too. I could be wrong. But
He's too tall for a stand-up. Do you know how tall that guy is? He's tall. He's like 7 feet tall.
No, but all those guys have teams of writers, and every day those guys, like when Trevor Noah was Daily Show, Jon Stewart, like every day they have a team of writers, which means every day those guys have to write new jokes about whatever that news topic is, literally that day. There is a process. It has to be. Because if it's not, you can't do that every single day and using that for like a 5-minute monologue.
Yeah, that's tough. That's really tough. Jay Leno, every single show, he had like, 3 minutes?
Yeah.
And he'd go up there and just tell a couple of jokes about Pamela Anderson or something back in the day, you know?
Yeah, and he didn't write all those. I'm pretty sure maybe he wrote some of them. Maybe, but he had a team of writers.
Yeah.
And they wrote those jokes.
Now, I got a question. Like, some of my favorite, like, stand-up comedians are storytellers.
Yep.
Like, how do storytellers write? Do they just have to, like, go on and do crazy things and then be like, oh, finally, they start writing? Or, like, how do they do it? You know, I mean, or are a lot of the stories fictional?
I don't know. That my question is if it's fictional or not. I don't know. I can't. I
gotta call Bert. I don't have his phone number. I've got an old email address from like 5 years ago. Yeah, it's a Yahoo.
At least it's not Hotmail.
Yeah. I have a Hotmail. I gotta check it. Wouldn't that be weird if I check it and then like one email out of all the junk mail is really important? Yeah. I'm like, oh my god, I better reply after 10 years. Oh my goodness.
No, but I guess like with storytellers, it's you need time. You can't when you're starting because I'm still in the starting phase. Full admission, I'm still in the starting phase. You don't have enough time to tell a story. You gotta work in punchlines quicker than that. Pretty much, I think I might have even said it last time. At most, you have 30 seconds
to tell a story?
To get a punchline in.
So it's like kind of like you talk a little bit about the story. Like you give a premise, punchline. Yeah. Premise, punchline. Yeah. Like, okay, cool.
It has to be something there to keep the engagement, to keep the laugh.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because, like, some people I've seen, like, when they start off, like, in open mics, because you don't know structure at all, or you don't really fully realize that structure exists, that they'll tell a story, and they'll go on for a minute, and they'll get to the end point of it where it's supposed to be funny, but because it's not structured,
crickets.
I get what's happening, so I'll laugh. But yeah, it's not violent laughter.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know how you guys do it. If I told like a 2-minute story and then at the end I give the punchline and nobody laughed, I'm like,
yeah, I made you wait 2 minutes of your time, 120 seconds.
Tip your bartender and thank you. Oh man, yeah, dude, that's gotta be hard. I mean, when nobody laughs, especially when you put in like so much effort for a joke, you know, and it just completely bombs, and you're just like, Or no, the weirdest thing has got to be like, let's say you go to one place, right, and then you tell the joke, and then it kills, and then you say the same exact joke to a completely different crowd, still in Tokyo, maybe like a couple of days later, and then it bombs. And you're like, what? Did I stutter? Was the mic not working? I mean, that's got to be
different.
Yeah, that's weird.
I've had that. Crowds are different. You have to accept that you're going to fail. If I give any advice this time, like the first time Jerry Seinfeld went to an open mic, his very first time, he blanked out. He forgot his routine in New York.
Oh, the capital comedy.
Yes, yeah, and and that's how he started. He was working from there, and just every open mic, grinding until he got to where he was. Yeah. So it's like, you can't be afraid to fail. It's when you start doing stand-up, you start caring, my personal opinion, you start caring less about other stuff. It's like, okay, big deal, you don't like it. Because I went in front of all these strangers, and like, out of 10 of them, 1.5 of them laughed.
You got a chuckle?
Yeah, it's like, I got a full laughter, and right? It's like, okay, okay, like, if I could do that, and I could do this other stuff in my life. I could tell this person that, hey, you know, I don't know, I was standing in line already. Like, what were you doing? Or
if somebody cuts in front of you, it doesn't really matter. You're like, dude, fucking, I've already climbed a mountain last night, dude.
Yeah, it's like,
this is meaningless.
This is nothing for me to tell you, like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm here. Or if you're a guy, you see a chick is like, hey, how are you doing in a bar? Right? It's like, I've literally stood up in front of.
Are you gonna reject me? I know rejection. Okay, rejection, yeah. You're just one person saying no. I was in a room of 50 people, and they all said no to my comedy. So hey, you're nothing special.
You're nothing. you're really. So just let me shoot my shot, as the young folks say. Shoot my shot.
Oh man, that's wild. That's wild. Okay, so all right. So the best way for somebody to get into comedy is to contact you directly, or just to go, just like Google, like I would say Harry's Sandwich Company, and then contact them directly, or another comedy club that's in Tokyo, and just be like, hey, do you have any open mics? Yeah. And if they say yes, like, what's the process after that? Do you have to like sign up, or do you have to submit your jokes, or maybe like maybe a YouTube video kind of thing? Is there a process to that?
It's not that complicated. Well, okay. Well, for me,
like when I do art, when I book artists, I make it tough for no reason. I'm like, I want DNA, blood, and baby teeth. And if you got a foot, give me a foot. I'm sugar, baby. You see how they did that?
See, okay, good. Good recall. See,
that's recall. All right, I'm learning stuff, man. That's awesome.
No, so like for me, because I'm doing so many open mics, just contact me on Instagram, Dominic with no K, DOMINIC __ Early. Yes, Early. Is this same fucking? It's Early. Contact me. Just tell me you want to show up. It's as easy as that. I know with Tokyo Comedy Bar they have a process. Pretty much you need to sign up maybe like 4 or 5 days in advance.
That's not bad.
They have a process. I understand why, but they have a process. So pretty much, but if you're out of town, it seems like you probably will get the stage time if you're out of town. So just maybe contact them. Go to their website. I don't know their website. They're a different group. I'm not affiliated. I'm just saying, type up Tokyo Comedy Bar on a web search or ChatGPT. It'll pull up.
You'll find it.
You'll find it. And just email them and message them that you want to come to one of their open mics. I'm sure if you're out of town, you'll get on. Or if you're a first timer, you'll get on. And they do open mics Mondays and Tuesdays, Thursdays right now, and on late night on Fridays and Saturdays, cool. I believe, but that might change. I don't know. Like I said, different group. I'm not affiliated, so I don't know. I know about my stuff.
Yeah, I want to hear about your stuff. Yes, plug your stuff.
My stuff on every Sunday, Pyramid Bar 55 in Shibuya. Pintology will be every Thursday.
Great name. How can you forget that name? Pintology? That's awesome.
And it's a new craft beer place, and it's a nice space. It's in the station Sasazuka.
Sasazuka is a great neighborhood.
Apparently, there's a lot of food places there. Like, there's a barbecue place there that's pretty good. I haven't been yet. I've heard it. Like, 2 or 3 people have told me about it. It's really good. They have a Mexican food place there.
Why don't we talk about Mexican food earlier, by the way?
Because I gave the segue of, it's kind of like the Wild West. I'm seeing a bunch of like Mexican food places now.
Wild West Mexican food, got it.
You see how this works? There's layers to this shit, folks.
Yeah, it's a very deep podcast, especially when you're sober like me.
Well, I've been drinking, so.
No, you should.
I think I'm funnier when I'm drunk.
Well, me too. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But I think most people who are listening and watching are definitely drinking, which is good. You should, and drink responsibly. No driving, no roller skates, no nothing, no walking. Just sit down, have some beers, watch and listen to the show, and enjoy. Get faded.
Yep.
But Beerologist, Pyramid Bar, and
Pintology.
Pintology. That's it.
Pintology. Yep.
Great name. I already forgot it. I'm sorry. I'm writing it down right now. I got a pen. But and Harry's.
Yep, and Harry's. And sometime, probably in the end of April or sometime in May, I'll do my other show at a bar in Shimokitazawa.
Oh, cool.
Last Night Music Saved My Life. That's another place where I do a showcase on Saturdays.
Cool, very cool.
Yep. I just haven't set it up yet, but it's in the works.
Fantastic. And all these places and all his events are going to be in the show notes. So go down the show notes and click on those. And actually, you know what? As we were talking, I was thinking about this. If you got a show coming up and you're doing video flyers, just send me the video flyer and I'll just put it with all our advertisements. We've got tons of new advertisements coming in. Harry's, I was talking to Harry the other day and he's like, yo, I got a new video for you for your commercial. The old commercial is like 5 years old, And I was like, Harry, don't worry about it. But if you got something coming up, I would love to plug that, man. Because, Got Faded Japan is the longest running English-speaking comedy podcast. We've been doing it since 2009. Yes, we've got microphones, we got booze, but we don't have a stage. We got the internet for our stage, which is easy for me because, if a joke bombs, I don't give a shit. And if it does, I'm like, hey, man, I'm glad like tens of thousands of people are laughing somewhere. And I hope they're drinking responsibly. Yep. Responsibly. I've heard stories. I'm just like, oh, my God, don't do that. Yeah. Oh, man.
Leave that puppy alone.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Stay away from animals. All right. Well, Dominic, man, thank you so much for being on the show, man. It's great to see you again. All right, dude. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
All right. Faders, you heard it here. Now check out some comedy in Tokyo. And, if you got the balls, get on stage. All right. Faders, thank you very much for tuning into this very special episode of Got Faded Japan. Support the show. Go to iTunes, go to Spotify, go to YouTube. We've got the YouTube page, a brand new YouTube page. We're trying to get 1 million followers in 1 million minutes. So, you should get on that right now. Follow us, subscribe, give us 2 thumbs up, and I don't know. I don't think you can give 2 thumbs. I wish you could give 2 thumbs up on YouTube. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be.
I mean, because if you put 1 thumb up, it's like, I support you 100%. But I would like to be like 50 or 100.
The second thumb up would be the comment. Leave the comments on
YouTube. Oh, dude.
Because it tracks engagement.
That's good. Yes. Write something groovy. That'd be great. And, thank you so much for tuning in. And, Dominic, thank you so much for being here, man.
Johnny, thank you.
Awesome.
As always, thank you.
All right. We'll see you next time. Peace.